Yo, there we go. Give me 1 second here. And that's right. What's up, everybody? Yeah. Welcome to the Mike Dolce Show. We are back once again and we are talking guys. It's already FU Dolce. What's up, Brady? Good to see you. Right on, right on. Well, I hope everybody's doing well and thank you for joining me. How many of you got this notice early that said we would be going live? I played with scheduling this. Never did that before intentionally anyway. So I wanted to see how many of you guys appreciated knowing I was about 15 minutes out from actually switching on the microphone and going live. And that's for those of you who are here live, those listening via our audio podcast. Of course, this was recorded previously, so it wasn't live for you. But my fellas out there, I mean, really, we're like 91% males on this YouTube channel. The audio podcast has quite a bit more ladies. It's odd how that works. It's always perplexing to me to see the different demographic in the audience. YouTube, like 91% male. The audio podcast is like 55-45 male and female. Our Instagram page is like 74% male, 26% female. For whatever that's worth. So I just wonder why the stats, the demographics sway like that. You would think it'd be the same all over the place, but no. Now, fellas, what we're going to talk about today is asking for help. And I want you to stick with me for a little bit here, right? I want you to listen because I'm going to talk about you, specifically about you and how this can actually help you. But we're going to break it down a little bit. And I see all of those questions that are popping up, all the good FUs. Those of you new to the channel, it means effing unbelievable. Of course, we have Zach C, who doesn't want to say effing unbelievable. He simply says F blank UCK or FUCK. I'm trying not to curse on here, Zach. See, but Zach, he goes old school. He uses the Queen's English and tells me to go F myself, essentially. Everybody else, they kind of get the inside joke, which is effing unbelievable content, Dolce. Check out my new cheetah trunks. Ooh, I see that avatar, Zach C. But back to the matter at hand. So, guys, it's okay to ask for help. And let's have a quick chat on this. It's okay to ask for help. And why do I say guys and not the ladies? Because by and large, women don't have the same hangups that we men do with asking for help or asking for assistance. Women, by and large, they surround themselves with support groups, and it's very easy for them to talk about their issues, their challenges, their problems. Even when they're not looking for someone to swoop in and save them, much better ability than men do in simply communicating what's bothering them to release it from their soul. Guys, we have a much harder problem with that. We crawl back into our cave and we just kind of stew. Maybe we'll go and we'll punch rocks, or we'll swing the hammer, or we'll shoot guns, or we'll play sports, or some fall into less positive endeavors like drugs and alcoholism and sex addictions and just, you know, various means of self damage. What I wanted to talk to you guys about is how to best reverse that. Now, the beginning of the week, what are we at? Tuesday. So it was actually the weekend, which is crazy. I feel like today is Friday. So the last couple of days I've spent were very intense. And I run a little mastery group with, it has a select membership. So there's a few individuals, they're high profile individuals, and we communicate in a manner that helps dial them in. I essentially serve as their coach in many ways. These are I don't want to say a list. That's not fair, because some names you've never known, but at the same time, they operate at very, very high levels. And all of us, we need a support group. We need a network. We need a team to sit down with and talk about what challenges we have. The running theme of this weekend was really balancing all of the challenges of family, of fitness, and finances. So if you focus on one area, and many of us focus on one area and the other areas crash. Many of you are in debt. You're carrying around college debt. You're carrying around credit card debt. You're carrying around car leases and car notes and mortgages and all this other consumer debt. You're just dragging through your life, which forces you to go to a job that you don't really like. But you have to do this job because they pay you just enough to keep your head above water. And you're looking the next 20, 30, 40 years down the road, and dang, it seems hopeless. It seems bleak. So what happens when you go home? You're not very present with your family. You're not very loving and romantic with your wife. You're not engaging socially the way that you should with the people around you. Because you're so stressed out, because you're so busy, you're prone to emotional eating. You're not very motivated to go to the gym because you're a little bit depressed and you have a less than positive outlook on life and yourself. Maybe you're not feeling so proud of your choices thus far, which have put you in the position that you're currently in. And that's embarrassing to you. But at the same time, you're trying to battle your way out, yet you feel helpless. Like as hard as you swim, as hard as you paddle, the current is so strong, you're not moving forward. And oftentimes it feels like you're moving back. Well, you're not alone in that. 100 millionaires, deca millionaires, individuals worth tens of millions, hundreds of millions of dollars feel the exact same way. So it's not based upon how much money you have in the bank or how much money shows up into your paycheck every week. This is all relative to us as humans, and it's the perspective. It's our perspective. It's the way we engage in the world and the way we view ourselves during that engagement. This matters. And I hope that really resonates with you. It's the way you view yourself and your efforts while engaging with the world. And this is really what we started to drill down with this past weekend. And we focused. So I do lots of individual breakouts. We had 3 gentlemen here. We had 2 remotely via Zoom, one Skyped in, one Zoomed in, easy. So during all the modules, we were able to kind of do this big group think, great conversations, robust conversations. And then we do lots of one-on-one breakouts where, everyone gets free time. They go back to the hotel, they do their thing, they walk around town, whatever. And then I get some really intensive time with the one-on-ones here, which is amazing. We also get great workouts. We go out to eat together. It's an awesome experience. But in that, we drill down deeply into our own perception of ourselves. And inside this perception, that's where the battle is often waged. The battle isn't waged at your desk or at your board meeting or, pitching to a client. That's not where the battle's waged. The battle isn't waged in, well, you did the dishes tonight or you read your kid the story. That's not where the battle is waged. That's an after effect. The battle is actually waged within, and it's the way that we perceive ourselves. And a lot of the times, our self-perception, guys, men, I'm talking to you. Our self-perception is so warped. We often see ourselves much worse than we truly are. We often see ourselves as much less capable than we truly are. Although externally, we try and present ourselves as much better than we really are, as more capable than we really are. So we create this external facade of ourselves that then we feel compelled to live up to. And that will never happen because no matter how good you are, how rich you are, how handsome you are, how successful you are, you will never live up to the false ideal that you built for yourself. So we create this avatar of ourselves. Look at social media. Everyone knows social media is BS, right? Instagram's all BS by and large, except for mine, which is pretty straightforward. But mine's not very sexy. It's me with my dog at the waiting room at the vet, right? This is what I ate today, that type of stuff. But by and large, and maybe it's because I've mastered this, I've understood this for quite some time. I'm no longer competing with myself. I'm not building an avatar of myself. I'm just simply capable of being exactly who I am. I know my limitations. I know my flaws. I know my strong points. And I'm firmly grounded in what I am capable of achieving while setting very clear cut goals and action steps in order to do that. I think that's why I'm so successful working as a mentor for many individuals. And most of the people, I got to tell you, most of the people I work with are way more successful than I am in certain capacities. They have way more money, let's say. They've taken their career to just these massive levels where you know their name, more so, well more so than maybe my own. But at the same time, there's a level of balance that I've achieved in my life. Like Brandy and I, we've been together for 19 years. I think I have the longest relationship of nearly anyone I know within my age group and demographic. She was 21, I was 23 when we met. We're in our 20th year at this point with two beautiful children. Like, that's rare these days. I've the ability to go from extreme poverty to success, without being too, humble nor too braggadocious here. I'm good. I want for nothing. I live the exact life I've dreamed I could always live, and I have no desire to do more or have to do more. Fitness wise, man, I might run a half marathon soon. I might compete in a powerlifting competition. Maybe I'll do some CrossFit. Who knows? Maybe I'll take a boxing match. I don't know. I can do any of that probably within like 2-3 weeks of just peaking, because I keep myself at a level of fitness that puts me within striking distance of all that. So when we talk about the fitness, the finance, the family, I feel like I'm talking about myself, but it just gives a little bit of resume check here. I'm rather successful in all those areas of life. And you sat my wife down, you would get the same explanation. You'd get the same testimonial from her. I would say if you sat, my gym partners, my training partners, those in the wrestling room, you'd hear like, yeah, man, the fucking Dolce dude pushes at pace, man. He's always here. He's always on time. He's always ready. He's always willing to give another round. And the young kids aren't willing to do that. I train with mostly college kids these days. And then the business side, I mean, come on. I think that's easy. You guys can pretty much tell that we're doing pretty well over here. So with all that being said, I wanted to let you know at the 12-minute mark that it's okay to ask for help. You don't have to do this alone. You should be discussing your fears, your goals, your challenges with someone, with a group. You need to surround yourself with positive, intelligent, well-intended, experienced individuals, males and females. It's a little bit better for guys to talk to guys and women to talk to women, because there's more of a relation in that. There's less of that. You take the sexual tension away, which is always there in some strange way, regardless of physical attraction. There's always some level of that at some point in time that things get weird. It's like, you typically you'll see people fall in love with their therapist. There becomes this weird blurring of the lines in many ways. So you kind of want to wipe that out of the way. So what the conversation is here for you guys, I want you to know, whether you need it or not, or know it or not, that you have the permission to ask for help. You are allowed to have these deep context conversations with someone around you that you trust and that cares about you. And this is hard for guys, but I think that I'm a manly man, or manly enough man to say that, yeah, you can do this. You can sit around and have this conversation and allow yourself to be vulnerable and allow yourself to be wide open and really drill down deeply and uncover what is actually going on with you. And this matters. So again, it's okay to ask for help. It's okay to ask for help. And not only is it okay, it's a requirement in order to achieve your utmost potential. I was speaking with one of my athletes recently, a world-class athlete, top-of-the-line athlete, and we had a similar conversation. And essentially, it went along the lines of this. Listen, you hire a team of world-class professional coaches to guide you, to educate you, to mentor you, to teach you. And you pay a large percentage of your income from these fights in order to pay your coaches the salary that they're worth. Do you have any hesitation in that? He said, absolutely not. I'm so blessed to have these coaches. Without having these coaches by my side, I likely would not have achieved as much as I had athletically, gotten as far as I have athletically, made as much money as I have athletically. So it makes absolute sense for him to pay his coaches to help him achieve and operate at a world-class level. But then when you're a business owner, an entrepreneur, a family man, you should be looking at that as a world-class athlete does also. This is my conversation with him as he's building a transition now between the athletic career and new business ventures. But trying to go about the business ventures in a way that is very closed off, hard to ask for help. Because we don't want to admit that we don't know how to run a business. We don't know how to open a brick and mortar. We don't know how to create an inventory cycle. We don't know how to balance our books. We don't know how to incorporate ourselves, let's say. We don't know what to do with the owner disbursements at the end of the month or at the end of the quarter, or if not, we should even take those. What do we do? Should I have cash reserves? It's okay not to know that. But what you want to do is you want to find someone who does know that. Or if you're a doctor, if you're a lawyer, you want to go and clerk under, resident under one of the best in your field. It's the same exact thing. So all of this information I'm sharing with you because, guys, you need to understand that it is okay. 100% it is okay to ask for help, to require help, to accept help, to not be so proud, and to open your door and enjoy what comes through with regards to experience and wisdom and helping better equip you to be successful in life. Now, if there is someone in your life, utilize that person, create a group. Maybe you're a gym owner, you reach out to some of the other gym owners. If you're a black belt, you reach out to some of the browns and purples. And maybe if you get a red in there, you'll get a red to kind of speak. If you're a coffee owner, you reach out to some of the local shops in your area. You create a little business network. If not, we offer certain services that you are certainly welcome to inquire about. Just send us an email to blueprint@thedolcediet.com and we can tell you more. Maybe it's just a conversation, a consultation, that's fine. Maybe you are interested in joining our mastery group. We shall see if you qualify, if it makes sense for you, and if you have the commitment, because it's a commitment, it's a time commitment in order to do that. So blueprint@thedolcediet.com. If you are willing, if you are interested, and if you want to take these areas of your life to the next level and completely prepare yourself to be successful. Our team is here. I'm personally here to assist with that. But if you have someone around you in your own life, start there. Start to build it. Like, take care of it. Take care of yourself, but also be that person for other people around you. Now, let me get in here and answer some questions for you guys. Brady says, blank hasn't even started yet, and it's already F you, Dolce. Frank Wells, what's up, Coach Frank? Good to see you. Jaron says, yo, Mike, all good from Sydney, Australia. Sydney's in the house. What's up, Sydney? Zach says, F you, Dolce. Ooh, says F you. Brian Kearns, what's up, Mike? Just got surgery on my ACL. What's your best advice for recovery or any secrets to speed it up? You need to work with a physical therapist. This wire's caught over here. I apologize. There we go. That's a little better. You need to work with a physical therapist that works and specializes with athletes. You don't want to get the geriatric physical therapist that's just trying to get you strong enough to sit up and down off the toilet. You want a physical therapist that works with athletes and the higher level athletes. You want to get back onto the playing field. Even if you don't play any athletics, you want to have a physical therapist that has you prepared to do so and regain full utility of that area. Says, excited to do 3 weeks of shredded with you. Got any tips on fulfilling meals, just a little planning. So if you're following 3 weeks of shredded, likely you've gone to the dolcediet.com. You have used the 15 down discount code to save 15%, and you're locked in. You know exactly what you have to eat. You have your grocery list literally on your phone, on your laptop, on your tablet. You know everything you need to do. Have those meals ready in advance, and you're ready to go. As if you know exactly what you're going to eat for lunch next Tuesday, it's no problem to be prepared on Sunday or Monday or Tuesday morning when you leave the house. I'm proud of you. Keep me posted. David Weimer, F you, Dolce, give that thumbs up. Boom, exactly. Those listening, if you found this content helpful, give us a thumbs up over here. I would certainly appreciate that. Subscribe to the channel if you have not. Zach says, check out my new cheetah trunks in the profile pic. Those are fire. What you should do is you should not take those off for an entire week and then raffle them off. Put them up on eBay or Craigslist or something like that. Like soiled cheetah pants worn by Zach C. Somebody on this channel, we'll do a super chat. Somebody on this channel will donate big bucks, I'm sure. I mean, maybe somebody wants to buy those right now. Let's see. If anybody wants to buy Zach C's cheetah trunks, I mean, they're nut huggers, right? You can just, the highest bid right now on our super chat will win those. How about that? Nareem, and of course, I'll keep all the cash, Zach, and I'll just, you send me the dirty trunks and I'll send them to the person, but I'll keep all the cash because that's fair. Narib says, F you, break it down, Uncle Mike. Narib, I hope you appreciated that. This isn't off topic, right? I'm not looking to get a ton of views. Videos like these, they hardly get any views, right? So it's not about views here. But those of you who listen to what I said, those of you who understand what I said, those of you who are looking to take your life to the next level, who are stressed out, who have challenges, who feel like you're just treading water and you can't make a difference in your life, you don't know what to do, bills are mounting, your fitness is falling apart, your relationship is crumbling, you're the one I'm talking to. You can reverse that. You can take control. And not only can you take control, but you can dramatically improve and succeed in all aspects of life. And it's so much easier. It's so much easier when you have a team behind you, when you have someone to talk to keep you focused and moving forward. That's what this is. That's what happens here. And if you want us to be a part of that blueprint at thedolcediet.com, just send an email. A member of the team will contact you back and we'll give you a bit more information. Dr. Sue says, F you, Uncle, what's the best strength and muscle building program while doing brilliant Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu? Knowledge is always appreciated. We look for a full body, like a full body every other day. If you're training Jits, I'd say twice a week or once every 5 days. That would be the most prudent form. So I would be doing some sort of press, some sort of pull, some sort of squat, some sort of hinge, and some sort of rotation or anti-rotation work. And I would change those exercises completely every other session. So I do like, I probably would train every 5 days. I like the 5-day rotation when you are a mixed martial artist. You don't have to sling weights 2 times a week or more when you're training mixed martial arts. Unless you're a complete noob, and then that's fine. Then we're probably doing a 2 to 3 day. Armin says, best coach. Armin, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Mohammed, hey, coach, do you think 5 sets of 10 for 70% of 1 rep max is doing too much? 5 sets of 10 is a lot. Also, I hurt my wrist ligament and can't supinate my hand. Any alternatives for bench and bicep curls? 5 sets of 10, again, if you're kind of a beginner, novice to beginner, then no, that's fine. You can actually do that because you're really starting to build inroads in the nervous system to activate those muscle fibers. But by and large, I'm going to be dropping that closer to 3 to 4 sets of 6 to 8 reps. That's going to be the sweet spot. And then I'm fine with you at 70% until you get that form down and slowly increasing. That's where you're going to get the best blend of muscle size and strength. Gunfighter, the video couldn't come at a better time, Mike, especially for those individual men who didn't grow up with a father or a father-like mentor influence. Gunfighter, and that's actually a great point. I didn't grow up with a father. My father had a massive stroke when I was 8 years old. Then he had a heart attack, and then he died, taken out of my house. We fell into extreme poverty to the point that my home was foreclosed on, taken by the bank, bought by our neighbor, knocked down, and turned into a parking lot. That's how I grew up. That's my little bit of a sob story. So I had no strong male figure in my life, and I had to look for a series of mentors. Now, some of these mentors, they didn't know or intend to be my mentor, but they were individuals who I looked up to, that I gleaned best practices from. I saw what they did well and what they were poor at. And for some reason, my young mind was able to understand and itemize this information. And I've been keeping a list ever since 8 years old to really understand what works and what doesn't, because I never want to repeat the tragedy that fell upon my family. And in many ways, I'm trying to save everyone I come in contact with from similar tragedies, from having a family member get sick and die due to lifestyle related illness, because this was lifestyle related. His issues were lifestyle related. So, of course, I'm battling against lifestyle related illness. Also, I'm battling against poor financial decisions, right? My home was foreclosed on and turned into a parking lot, right? Of course, I'm battling against that, but also I'm battling against to preserve the family unit to create very powerful, very strong, close-knit family structures, which are essential for success. So, I mean, everything I went through as a child is what has positioned me to be in where I am today in this role. And I didn't know this in my 20s and even through my early 30s. But when I first wrote Living Lean in 2011, that was a very cathartic experience. It was like a Freudian psychoanalysis process of the 3 months that we wrote that book, and all these experiences from my younger life came out. And I realized, son of a gun, that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to save everyone. I'm trying to save the dude who's dying. I'm trying to save the family from breaking apart. I'm trying to save the home from being foreclosed on. I'm trying to help people achieve their goals and just propel their life into the next era, into the next level, into a higher level of performance and of success. So, Gunfighter, to answer your question, that's very true. And a large number of the people that we come in contact with, they do have broken homes. Not everyone, but they do. And even if the homes were secure in that the parents stayed together, there was a massive disconnect. And usually it comes down to finances. The bills were never paid. It was always stressed out. Dad was always at work. There was kind of a loveless marriage, lots of bickering, lots of backfighting. The kids like taught to kind of be disrespectful to the opposite gender because that's what they grew up listening to. They grew up to go into debt, to have credit cards, to kind of rob Peter to pay Paul. So I come across a lot of that stuff, and I'm happy to talk about it to those who are interested in it. You know, it seems when I do talk about stuff on social media and YouTube, we don't get a ton of engagement. The engagement that we get is very high level. And in fact, some of my mentor clients actually come from YouTube, which is amazing. They've come through, they've had some time flying in their private jets, if you will, and something that I said had struck a chord, and they reached out privately, which is why this is something I'm talking about a little bit more with you, because I can be open about it. I want to be open about it so you guys understand that you can be open about it too. Having that network, that strong network, and again, in many ways, Gunfighter, it is. You're building father figures for yourself. And if you don't have one, well, you can find one. And that can come from your peers. It can come from a stranger. It can come from somebody walking this planet that will care enough to help you learn best practices to achieve the success that you're looking for. I mean, this is a very touchy-feely episode of the Mike Dolce Show right now, everybody, but that's okay, because I'm happy to be that guy too. It doesn't all have to be fighting and getting shredded and making tons of money like that. That doesn't have to be the clickbait pitch here. I mean, it's really, you know, it's very honest and it's very straightforward that we all need help. We all need a helping hand. We all need a pat on the back. We all need a hug sometimes. We all need words of encouragement. We all need, we kind of need the cheat sheet sometimes or the cliff notes sometimes because we're just stuck. And we need someone who's been there, who's been stuck, who's felt that fear, that can help unburden us from that, allowing us to break through and move on to the next level. That's what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm trying to do. And anybody who wants to work with me directly or work with our team, and it's really one and the same, blueprint at thedolcediet.com. We're happy to tell you more about it. Brad Ramsey says, boom, finally caught a live session during my routine fasted. Liz, thanks for an early notification. Awesome. Well, Brad, I'm glad the early notification helped. I'll try and do these more of those for these type of videos. Michael Peterson, hitting the effing nail on the head, Dolce. Michael, thank you so much. You know, when I came up with the topic, I was like, man, I'm just going to rant on this and see. Let's see if anybody even cares. Let's see if it makes sense. Let's see if it resonates. And, I'm sure that there's a handful of you right there now nodding your head that it does. I can tell that it is. And those, I'm not expecting you guys to even comment on here. That's fine, because there's anonymity. Is that the word? It sounds like the word. There's an anonymous aspect to being on social media, and that's fine. So, but feel free again to send those private emails. And of course, I've never mentioned any names of the people that I work with, nor would I. Same thing with you. You have that same discretion over here. Angel says, "What's up, my guy? Hope all's well." Boom. I need to order some books to give out to some potential clients. How do I go about the coach's discount? Simply send an email to support@thedolcediet.com. You'll be getting that email very soon from the team with the full PDF and everything else. Angel, bang, my friend. You passed the exam, by the way, Angel. Boom, you did really well. Very impressed, my friend. Jesse Lee, F you, Dolce, F you, Jesse, Billy, Kate, Dolce in the house. I want to do a one-on-one for financial advice. Was looking at the link last night. I wish I had started sooner, but better late than never. Thumbs up. Billy K, absolutely. Billy, if you're interested, just click that link on the shop page from yesterday's video. If that's what you're looking for, I am happy to do that with you to go down. You can also send an email, Billy K, to blueprint@thedolcediet.com, and the team will give you specific options available to you. If you want to do a one-on-one consultation, that's awesome. If you want to fly into downtown and do something more intensive, if you want to bring me out to where you are, that's something we do also. I go into people's, they run small businesses from, let's say, 3 employees up to 100 or so employees. I'm happy to go to those businesses, which I really do enjoy doing, or even larger businesses like the 100 to 500. And then we do some epic events a few times throughout the year on the corporate side. Whatever you want to do, I can do. For sure. We can do. I'm well experienced in doing it for sure. From the niche remote kind of one-on-ones to the broad service, whatever you want to do, we can do. So blueprint@thedolcediet.com, whatever you can think of, whatever your challenge or problem is, I am happy to help workshop it with you and get you to a resolution as efficiently as possible. That's the truth. Zach C says, I want an analysis of my physique based on the current pick and recommendations for what to do next to get crazy lean. F Ziggy, F BJ, F Francis, F DeLauer. Bang, Zach. You got it. Is that all of them? You got to say also, remember that nutrition fool who stole my 3 weeks to shredded program and then started selling his own at the same time? Or he bought my 3 weeks to shredded program. He was posting all the results of being on my 3 weeks to shredded program while never once saying he was following my program. And then he was like body shots and afters and like physique updates and look at my fridge and look at my meal, all my stuff. And then he was like, buy my weight loss program, buy my weight loss program, buy my weight loss program, all the way through as if it was his stupid weight loss program. So F that guy too. I still have not yet released his name. I might actually, I'm going to do a video on him soon. Probably won't say his name, but I'm going to ask you guys to guess who it is. But yeah, Zach, see, I'm happy to, and that's something we do also. We help people that they want advice, but they don't want to quite go to the personalized, like 8-week, 12-week, 16-week, or the 12-month, like personalized relationship with myself or members of the team. They say, hey, man, I just want to get 30 minutes or so. Here's all my data. Here's my blood work. Like, here's my background. Here's my before photos. Here's my competition photos. Like, this is me. I just want to pick your brain, man, for like a half hour or so. Can we do that and come up with a strategy? I love that, because that allows me a lot of time to work with a lot of people, and it's cost efficient for you guys. If depending on if cost is an issue, some people we work with, cost isn't an issue, and that's a beautiful thing. Some people, cost is an issue, but they understand the value of what they're receiving in return, and that's a beautiful thing. Some people, they just need someone to take a little look for them. So Zach, if that's something serious, my man, because I can't really see this picture on YouTube. I kind of see it, but I can't see it really well. Just blueprint@thedolcediet.com, blueprint@thedolcediet.com, and just give a quick update of what you're looking for. And then the team will give you a list of, all right, we can do boom, 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 boom. This is our list of services that we can offer. Jesse Lee, would love to see you in my camp and my corner for my first UFC event. I'm going to make it BMT striking with a Dolce diet lifestyle and training regime. Thanks for all the knowledge and support. Jesse Lee, absolutely. I am there. You tell me when, my friend, and I am there. Hopefully me and Professor Ludwig in your corner. When are you going to do the real estate video? Oh, CR, I am so sorry. CR, if you could leave a comment after this. When this video posts, leave a comment in the comment section telling me exactly what you want me to talk about with regards to real estate. I've been inundated with a lot of different real estate questions, and I know I told you that I will do a real estate video. So tell me specifically what you're talking about, and I'm happy to do a good 10, 20 minutes on that. No problem. I got some other real estate. I've been working on a few big real estate deals out here in my other life, kind of wearing my other hat, my investor hat. So I'll probably be sharing those with you guys once they close. Epic stuff, ladies and gentlemen, life-changing stuff, family tree-changing stuff is what we're talking about. But this is a dude, remember, I grew up in extreme poverty. My home was foreclosed on and knocked down. My family was homeless, right? To now the point that I'm closing, pretty massive real estate deals that'll change the lives of my children's children. That's what we're trying to do here. Angel says, set 5 goals after my list this morning. Already crushed one of them. Let's get it. Fitness, family, finance, future for me. Bang, Angel. That's what's up, my friend. Peter DiCarlo says, ooh, lots of questions here. Peter, hey coach, what are your thoughts on Pavel Tatsulin's greasing the groove method? Peter, I'm a little out of practice with Pavel these days. I studied him maybe 20 years ago, truly, back when he was doing, I don't know, is he still doing Dragon Tour? Back in the early AOL dial-up Dragon Tour days. He was one of the first dudes out there. So if you want to send me a link, throw the link in the comment section. Don't throw it into the chat. That'll disappear. Put it in the comment section after this video post. I might even do a whole video on it. I'd love to. Angel says, any finance books people should look into? Well, The Richest Man in Babylon, that's always the first one. So start there. Once you've gotten that one down, then we can move forward. But also we have a book club that we're getting, kicking up real soon here. So I'll tell you more about that in the future video. Frank Wells, daily goal setting has helped a ton. Just having guidance for the day helps stay disciplined on the tougher, busier days. That's the fact. Frank, I mean, goal setting, it's the GPS. You have to set your GPS for the day, right? If you don't, you're going to get lost. Just drive around in circles. That's the way to get it done, Frankie. Proud to be an American. We the people. That's right, Frank says. Also, last fight of the year this week. Bam! The little adjustments have led to have some great energy down to the last few workouts when usually those are the ones that would be dragging ass. Big Os and F you. Frank, you're the man, brother. I'm proud of you, man. Way to get right back in there, get after it, man. Ooh, I'm pulling for you. I know you're going to whip ass. Let's finish this year on a high note, then crush that Thanksgiving. Louis Delgado, thumbs up and a like. Bang. Thank you. I appreciate that. And anyone who has not, bang, 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 give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you have not, and click on that little bell so you get notified when we do come on and go live, because really, who answers more questions than I do? Who dedicates their time for free to answer every single question that comes through my board? Nobody does. So click that little notification button and get on that. Glenn says, hey, Dolce, how long does it usually take for support to get back to someone? Need a question? Usually it's same day. I mean, we're looking within one business day. That is the average, depending upon the sensitivity of your question. So if you have a question in there, it will be answered momentarily, I'm sure. Louis Delgado, coach, feeling a little under the weather. Any tips? The best way to recover? When I feel under the weather, I take a day off. I back cycle. I calm things down. I eliminate stress. I get extra sleep. Me personally, I'll sit in the sauna. I'm not telling you to. I'll sit in the sauna and really try and force, I call it a forced fever. I super hydrate. Super hydrate. When I'm not feeling well, I'll switch to lots of homemade soups, lots of veggies, lots of smoothies and juices. That's what I do. But I am not a doctor, although my initials are MD, for whatever that's worth, and not much. Wise Eats, what's up? Wesley sat down with my wife this past weekend, and we each did our 5 Fs and discussed them. This is going to be a game changer for us. Do you recommend we do this together weekly? Absolutely. Now, here's what I recommend, Wesley. And my wife and I do something very similar. You must do your own as an individual. She must do her own as an individual. And you guys together must do your own or must do your joint goals as a couple. If you do that, and if you do that consistently, what you guys will achieve together will be incredible. There is no limit to the level of success that you will have because you will be unified in a common goal. The power of two people being unified in a common goal, specifically in a relationship, in a marriage, is unmatched. Is unmatched. This is one of the reasons I believe Brandy and I have been so successful. Again, we are in our 20th year of marriage right now. She at 21, me at 23. How many people do you know of our age or any age have been together that long, successfully that long, and each year is our happiest year? Happier than the year before. This last year was the best year by far of our marriage, the most exciting. And again, we're doing the same thing again. We've achieved more goals than we ever thought possible. We've gone so much farther in life than we ever thought we could. And we feel like there's so much more that together we can do. And this is a big part of it. And these are some of the things that I do try and teach with my team, with our mastery group. And then, of course, as much as you guys are willing to listen to as I speak into the microphone for you. So, Wesley, I'm proud of you, my friend. Laura, timely advice, Dolce. Laura, thank you. And Laura, of course, this is for women also, for the gals listening, for the ladies, women listening. This is for you. Just guys are more dense than the ladies. That's really, I said guys. Men are much more closed. It's a lot harder to get a guy to understand that he can speak honestly. He can allow himself to be a little vulnerable. It's okay to find someone that knows more than you about a certain topic, or to at least to find someone to be a sounding board for you to talk through your issues. GGT, yo, Mike, Can a high processed sugar meal cause heart arrhythmia? Any knowledge between the sugar heart connection? I would not be well qualified to answer that question. So I do not know. I have my own assumptions, but I would strongly suggest you speak with a licensed physician on this, especially if you're experiencing any of these effects. Go and talk to your doctor immediately. Do not mess around with that. And everybody listening, if you ever have an inkling of a health issue, call your doctor immediately. Get a checkup. Worst case scenario is they step in and they redirect you and fix you. Best case scenario, you walk in, they say you are absolutely fine. So, and those are both good scenarios. Brandon, and just finished my ISSA cert and got a 94% using the Dolce principles. Thanks, Dolce. Heck yeah, Brandon. High five. Good for you. Right on. Crushing it. I love it, man. Right on. Ryan Smith. Hey, coach, just had a quick question. Is there a workout plan you recommend? I'm 18 and recently lost 80 pounds. I'm looking to build lean muscle. Love the content. Keep up the great work. Ryan Smith, well, I have quite a few free workouts on this YouTube channel. How the way to, best way to build muscle, I think, is a great one. I go over like different rep ranges and workout frequencies. If you just go through the back catalog over the last 6 months to a year, you'll see quite a few. It's a couple, videos per month I do on building muscle. If you want a personalized program, of course, you can go to thedolcediet.com. I would strongly suggest you join the 12-week Living Lean and 3 weeks to Shredded program. Start with the 8 weeks of Living Lean. And as you go through your personal goals, put in that you're trying to gain muscle and gain strength. That way you will be built a very specific strength and muscle building program along with the proper nutrition plan to facilitate that. That's the beauty of our 3 weeks to Shredded and Living Lean program at thedolcediet.com. It's completely personalized based upon your background, what your goals are, and what your current lifestyle is. Use the promo code 15down to save 15% because we're running the 15 down challenge right now. And you don't have to lose 15 pounds in order to use that discount code. It's going to be there for another week or so while we're getting more people into the system. And those who don't know, the 15 down challenge is for those who want to lose 15 pounds between now and Thanksgiving. We have a Facebook group dedicated to the 15 down challenge. You can go to thedolcediet.com, join 3 weeks to Shredded, and use the 15 down promo code to save 15%. Why not? The average person gains 15 pounds between Labor Day and New Year's Day. Did you know that? 15 pounds the average American adult gains between the end of summer and the beginning of the year, simply because they forget about the summer body. They put on the sweaters, they put on the hoodies, they slow things down. They're not outside anymore. Halloween comes, Thanksgiving comes, all the holidays come, and they just start to crush food. 15 pounds is average. So what I started was the 15 down challenge. The goal is to lose 15 pounds between now and Thanksgiving to offset any possible enjoyment, because I'm going to eat. I'm going to eat on Thanksgiving. My daughter's birthday is towards the end of November. My wife's birthday is the beginning of December. Christmas comes at the end of December. There's parties thrown in there, all sorts of activities. We're going to go on a little trip. I got a busy end of the year, and I'm going to enjoy myself. Now, I'm not a garbage eater. I don't like bad food. I don't like processed food. I like real food. But I have a big appetite. I'm an eater. Remember, I used to weigh 280 pounds. I can eat, and I enjoy eating. So I'm going to eat. I'm going to allow myself some of these bigger, high quality, high calorie quality meals. But I'm not just going to blow my health budget, my weight budget. I'm going to lose 15 pounds, and I'll probably put 8 or 10 back on by the end of the year. So I'll be 5 pounds lighter at the end of the year than I am right now. How awesome is that? Angel says, yo, buddy, great new, glad to hear I passed. Thanks, Mike. Credit Meg for all the help. Just broke into my little happy dance. Heck yeah. Zach C, what's the dude's name that stole your program so I can add him to the list? You'll figure it out. We'll see. Maybe you guys will figure it out. I'll do a video on it. I'll break it down soon. Dude, I mean, I'm pretty sure he's just a douche, man. He's had all the opportunity in the world to step up and just show integrity. But of course, he falls to the zero integrity list. Angel Poblano already got that one. Okay, good. Anything else? Let me think on it. There's a few, but a lot of the books out there, man, they talk about leveraging debt. Like, I like Robert Kiyosaki's cash flow quadrant concept, but most of what he talks about debt and leverage and all that stuff, it's all crap. So I would avoid that. Zach's Angel, what's the dude's name that's still the press? Shamer says, hey, coach, after watching the video you posted yesterday regarding the importance of the shoulder press, do you recommend putting it at the beginning of the workout in order? I do, actually. So, and that's actually a great question. I will do my overhead shoulder press before I do any other heavy work. Like if I'm doing a heavy full body, I'll do the overhead military press, shoulder press, and then I'll do a squat or a deadlift and kind of move down from there. I won't do a squat or a deadlift, which is going to hammer your shoulders. And then I'm not going to overhead press after that. So that's a great question. And Angel, thank you for not sharing that. Muscle Carpat says, hey, Mike, 245. Started 3 weeks to shredded, looking to hit 205 by February. Only question so far, why almond butter instead of peanut butter? We have both. And it depends on your program. So everyone's program is different. On my program, I get both almond butter and peanut butter. Some people, it's only peanut. Some, it's only almond. So you'll probably see as the days, you just started. So as the days goes on, you'll probably see the peanut butter start to drip into your schedule. Zach, you're awesome, brother. I appreciate it. You'll know soon enough. And Frank, I'm looking forward to that lunch, brother. Go out there, whip some butt. And when you get back, man, we'll do a nice Stay Gold lunch over here, my friend. I'm pumped up for you. The stream, the live chat looks like it froze here a little bit, guys and gals, or maybe it's over. So no worries. I appreciate you all being here. 47 minutes deep. This is once again, longer than I thought I would be, but I'm so happy to be on the mic talking to you about this. Remember, guys, it is okay. It is okay to ask for help. It is okay to have a team around you to help guide you and focus you. It is okay to get a second opinion. It is okay to have someone take a look at what you're doing and give you positive feedback and constructive feedback on what is best for you. It's okay. It's okay to show that vulnerability in a private, protected environment, right? I'm not saying walk around saying, oh, I don't know what to do in my life. That's not what we're talking about. But finding someone with integrity, someone with experience, someone who has your best interest at heart and saying, hey, you mind if I talk at you for a few minutes? Something's on my mind, and I just need another perspective on this. That's what we're talking about here. And if you have someone in your life that is awesome, utilize that, make it routine, come up with a schedule every other Sunday, every other Tuesday, once a week, once a month, once a month in a meeting, and a 10-minute phone call once a week, whatever it is. And we work, inside our system, we work with a few, we call them touch points. We have a few touch points a week for those in our mastery group. I have a few personal touch points per week to make sure everybody is on track doing what they need to be doing for them, not for me. I'm there for them. Make sure that they're optimizing their time, optimizing their life, staying clear, staying focused, staying present, and enjoying themselves in the the process. So these are just some of the best practices I'm sharing with you. If you guys, again, if you want to reach out to us and my team and I, blueprint at thedolcediet.com. We're happy to have a deeper conversation with you and see if we can help you in any way. And until next time, don't count calories, make calories count. Boom.